Hey, absolutely right. Glad to have you here. Welcome to the program. The Joe Pags Show. Great radio stations across the land. Newsmax TV, joepags.com. On a Tuesday. It's a crazy train Tuesday. That's what that is. Carrie, I think you just have to say I.
You don't have to.
No?
No.
Let's go. You'd think that we're doing something here like a radio show and a TV show.
We are.
Well, you'd think that we were. Some
What?
people are just realizing we have a show 12 years later.
Really?
I had more
It's
doofuses
all
contacted it. So what time is your show on? What?
Well, hey, it's all right.
It's not all right. These people
Listeners,
should know this by now,
it's
shouldn't they?
It's okay.
BuzzFeed,
Listeners.
hey, can you give me the interview now so that I can write a story about it? Yeah, okay.
No.
Yeah, okay. Hold on. Hold on. Let me hand you the interview. Hold on a second. You know what I mean?
No way.
Got TV stations, got radios, everybody. Hey, can you just give me the interview? No.
No.
What the hell's the matter with you?
No.
So now this is the 5th time that I've interviewed Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
The other 4 times nobody noticed, I guess. Because this time, oh my God, you got Donald Trump. I'm like,
It's exciting because we're getting so close, I guess, to the election. People.
Well, I mean, also
really
you've got the
starting
big
to
debate
take
tomorrow.
notice. I know, the last one.
Did you see the interview with Melania or not?
I did not.
I didn't either. Now I've seen snippets of it, and later on I'll play some
I've
audio
heard
from
about
it. She sat down with Ainsley Earhardt. Also sat down with Anderson Cooper. Which I don't know if I would have sat down with Anderson Cooper, to be honest with you.
No.
And the reason why I say that is because Anderson Cooper was the, and air quotes, moderator, who brought up the question that allegedly is the reason why these women are all coming out of the woodworks.
Right.
Have you ever done what you said? And then, no, I've never done that. Oh, that's it. 30 years later, I'm going to have to now complain about it because he said that he didn't do it. Now, had Donald Trump said he did do it, then all the women, I guess, would have stayed hidden, I guess. I guess that's the going story. For those who haven't figured it out yet, that is my news anchor, Carrie Lockie, and also General Pain in my ass. And we've got Donald Trump, his own self, Donald J. Trump, on the program today, bottom of this hour. It became aware. I was talking to Jeannie Jekyll, who is a newspaper reporter in San Antonio, and the entertainment reporter does a nice job.
Sure.
In I think 11 and a half, 12 years, 2 stories on me, and they both I think were positive.
I'm sure
One
they
was local radio guy has cancer. That was the one, and the other one was, hey, look at this guy playing the saxophone. So I mean, I think maybe 3 stories. 2 positive, 1 cancer. So there you go. But she got wind somehow that I'm doing the Donald Trump interview today. And I said, she said, so when are you going to run it? I said, bottom of the first hour. She said, oh, I thought you were going to run it at 5:30. And 5:30 is the central time, bottom of the first hour. I said, well, that is. Oh, she said, well, a lot of people don't know what bottom means. I said, oh, okay. Well, that means the top would be the 0 and the bottom will be the 30. And now I think we now have a better understanding of top and bottoms of hours. But you know what? I think you sometimes, I sometimes run into the idea that everybody knows like the radio lingo.
Yeah, and they don't. So you have to explain it a little bit. That's all.
Let's see. The one is top. See, in radio, when I started in radio, way back, we only had the round clocks, and the top was 12, and the sundials, and the bottom was 6. Wow, you made it funny. First time in 11 years.
Right.
You think top of hour, bottom of hour. So, at the bottom of this hour, at the 30 of this hour, you will hear my interview with Donald Trump. It's funny because before we started the interview, and the people in New York who did it on video as well know this because they got to hear the before. He said, we only have a couple of minutes because I got 20 people waiting for me downstairs. I think we went 13 minutes. I think we went 13.
Okay.
So
couple 13.
It's interesting because there's a lot of news still breaking today. You've got a former Miss USA who is defending Donald Trump. And you would think, well, wait a second. I mean, these pageant people are all going to come out of the woodworks now and say that he's just this no good guy, right? And that's not what's happening. I mean, she's defending him. You got Melania out there. We'll cover some of that today as well. You've got some more dirt coming out of Project Veritas by James O'Keefe. And I'm still hoping to have him on. I know that I've got his.
That'd be good.
I've got his digits or his number. Do we say digits in the 2016s?
No, that's not the hip thing.
Well,
no.
back in the day, hey, girl.
Oh, no.
Can I get them digits?
Yeah, we don't see that anymore.
Then 6 months later, we got married. So we're hoping to have James O'Keefe on. But what he's done now, he's got Russ Feingold talking about Hillary Clinton is absolutely going to do an executive order to force gun control upon us and to somehow adversely affect the Second Amendment. I mean, every single day there's more of this stuff coming out. Every single day. President Obama out there talking about voter fraud and allegedly the lack thereof. He's going on and on about,
Donald to stop whining about it.
Voter fraud. And it turns out there's another story by the Washington Examiner today that says not only is voter fraud happening, it's like widespread. And we've got that story for you. We'll get to that. We do want to go to a new segment I'm starting called Pags looks at the tabloids. Let's try that again.
No.
Pags looks at the tabloids. No?
Better.
No
Better.
good?
That's all right.
This one is a story by the National Enquirer, which, is damn solid journalism.
Really?
I've got a connection to the Enquirer, not a connection in that I've ever worked there. Or shush, can I get the story up before you start judging me?
All right, I'm sorry. All right, go ahead.
Offensive.
I'm sorry. My apologies.
I grew up in South Florida, as I've mentioned. I grew up in actually Lantana, although the address is Lake Worth. And Lantana, Florida, for anybody who's ever looked up the address of the National Enquirer, is where the Enquirer was always based. Now, I don't know if it still is. I think it might have moved to Boca Raton, which means the mouth of the rat. And if you say, please don't say Boca Raton. Please stop saying that.
Boca Raton?
People keep saying Boca Raton. It's Boca Raton. It's mouth of the rat in Spanish. You see the name Martinez and you say Martinez, but you're saying Boca Raton? Really?
It was. I thought that's
you see Hernandez and you're going, and then Herrera to you is.
All right.
So, but you're saying Boca Raton?
I was.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. I'll say Boca Raton.
Anyway, so I think they might be in Boca Raton now. But either way, Lantana is where they were based. And here is the quandary that is the National Enquirer. It's a magazine that has been around for a very long time. It sells like crazy. Everybody wants to read this tabloid garbage, right?
Yeah.
But you always start, is there an inkling of truth in what they're saying? And it's almost like you want to go and read it. Well, now they're saying breaking news. And they've got Hillary's fixer. Did you see this?
I did. I saw the cover.
Hillary fixer breaks ranks. Quote, I arranged sex trysts for her with men and women. Dun, dun, dun.
Uh-oh.
So that's the breaking. So we've got all this stuff flying around the campaign. And you have to imagine that before tomorrow, and tomorrow night it's only a day away. Before tomorrow night, and the next 24 hours is going to be nuts, isn't it?
It's going to be crazy.
Because what we know is they dropped the 11-year-old video and audio right before
the second one.
The second debate. And now all sorts of stuff is coming out of the woodworks, man.
Oh, yeah.
All sorts of stuff.
Yep.
So we're going to get to a lot of this. Bottom of the hour, I talked to Donald Trump. I do, in fact, talk to him about open borders, about all the WikiLeaks stuff that has come out. I do ask him about the San Antonio Police Department and the wearing the hats, Make America Great Again, and the controversy over that. He's not very happy with the mayor. Let me just say that. So we've got that, which is interesting. But as much as I try to direct the conversation to, let's talk about jobs. Let's talk about bringing jobs back and bringing companies back. He really still wants to talk about how it's rigged. He really still wants to talk about how the media is on Hillary Clinton's side. And in fact, without the media, he suggests a large percentage of Hillary Clinton's vote would be gone. But I also do ask him what I said that I would ask him yesterday. How on earth is it that you're still in a virtual tie with her in many of these national polls after all you've been through? And his answer is pretty interesting. So that'll happen at the bottom of the hour. All of you people who want the interview before it airs, tough. I'll give you the interview after it airs, and I'd be happy to share it with you on social media and on Twitter, on Facebook, all that stuff. And if you want it for a magazine article or whatever, we can do that too. But again, 5th time we've had him.
Nice.
I guess 5th time is the charm, huh, Carrie?
Sure.
This is what happened in newsrooms across the country today. So who's this who's this Pegs? You got a show?
Oh, that's
So it's a lot of people are just now figuring it out. By the way, I want to say thank you to all the listeners from all the stations, and especially my listeners in San Antonio, our home base, and in Houston, our second home base. Such nice comments lately from you guys. And I'm actually, Carrie, I'm getting a lot of great feedback from people watching on TV now, too. They're going, wow.
Awesome.
Long time coming. Glad you're on. So very, very nice. Thank you.
Good.
And then add to that, of course, the obligatory person who posted on my Facebook. So you're going to interview the deplorable Donald Trump? Huh? Good. You guys can hate and be bigoted together. Okay. I'm like, Mom, stop writing on my Facebook. It's 1-800-383-9624, joepags.com. If you saw the Melania interviews this morning, I want to hear your thoughts on that. I think she did a great job, and Trump talks about that as well. Plus, at the bottom, it'll be Donald Trump right here on the Joe Pags Show. Stay here.